Good morning, y'all, and welcome to another fun-filled week in Arizona. We find ourselves just outside of the town of Dudleyville, and we are here while I build a trailer out to haul these big animals around in. Y'all hang on. This week's gonna be fun. Y'all have been watching me build things for years now. A horse trailer is something new. This particular one is a Sterling. And these are custom built trailers. They've discontinued manufacturing these, but these are the Cadillac of horse trailers. And I've been here for several days getting all these cabinet shapes put together. This week we're gonna be gluing it all, installing a lot of the electronics, probably even cutting a hole in the top of this thing for an air conditioner. Back here is where the horses ride. This is a 2-horse trailer, so you can fit 2 of those giant 1,000-pound beasts in here. I do believe they're more than that. As well as having a camping area. We're going to have a water heater up in this corner. And this is going to be used as a shower house as well, because obviously this area back here is a bit waterproof. While everything else needed will be in here. We'll have a sink, a 2-burner stove. That's a 70-gallon water tank, and then all of the cabinetry and storage that we could possibly fit into this space, including a refrigerator and a very robust electrical system. This thing's gonna look awesome. We took a bit of a day off yesterday, but I'm back at it today. Today's mission is to start finishing this thing. And by finishing, I mean adding all of the trim and actually gluing the rest of these plywood panels together. Now, I started last week gluing this whole lower side together, as well as some of the upper side and making these shelves. This week, I have to do the same all the way around to make this thing roadworthy. Right now, it would fall apart if you tried to drag it down the road. Let's gussy this thing up.
Okay, guys, so I have been pretty secretive about just what has made me so very happy the entire time that we have been on this property and Shane has been working on this project. Australian Shepherd puppies, y'all. I could not begin to tell you how much joy playing with all of these sweet babies has brought me over the past couple of weeks. And this one right here just became part of the Love Hut family. I don't think we have quite settled on a name for her yet. It'll have to be discussed over time. Yeah, you think so? But I do know that this is our girl and we are going to be loving her for so many years to come. I hope she likes the Love Hut. What do you think? Are you going to be an awesome hiking puppy? Yeah. And riding the kayaks with us? And travel all over the place? You're going to have the most adventurous life ever. Yeah. Guys, I'm so incredibly happy right now. Can you tell? This beautiful lady right here is Mika, and she is the birth mother of our new daughter. Oh, yes, I'm so very grateful to you. I am. You are incredibly beautiful. Oh, guys, today's the best day ever. Unfortunately, our sweet baby girl can't come home with us for a few weeks. So I am enjoying one of my very last private concerts. And making a giant steak. I'd call that a celebration steak. What do you guys think? Good morning, handsome.
Back at it again Let's keep turning this space into something resembling a home. I think my goal this morning is going to be working on this area here, which is going to be what they call a boot box. It's going to be quite a large box. I wonder how many boots we're going to fit in there. All right, let's make it look different. All right, y'all. It's starting to look like something. So what I've done is I've binded all of these to the exterior walls here, and I've fortified all of that with plywood as well. And every inch of it is glued together, and all of these joints also have Craig screws holding everything in. So what we have here is a very strong box. Now it's time to put this dress ring over the top of it and glue it all together, and it will be very sturdy in my opinion. And then we'll move on to something else. All right, so now it's time to use one of my favorite tools. This is a router. This is a palm router. This is a small one, versus some designs are called plunge routers, and they're a larger design, and they actually move up and down. This one, you can put the same bits on it, and it's adjustable depth-wise, but mostly it's for this tight spot situation. And we got a tight spot. But what is important is that little silver bob there is a bearing. And what that bearing does, some of them have the bearing on the bottom of this shank, and some have them on the tip here. So ours is up here, which means my pattern that I'm tracing is the topmost layer. And I had to special order those because I use this type of design a lot. So my final layer on a cabinet oftentimes is, you know, the shape I want it to be. And then we have all of this ugly overhang underneath, and I want it to all be perfectly flush. And I used to do it with my jigsaw, but that was painstaking, and honestly, it would still not look right. So what I do is I take this, and this bearing runs along this top piece of plywood, which I've used my jigsaw to cut out the shape, and it will chisel away at all of this other wood that I have underneath it. Now, I don't have it glued down yet, because I don't have enough time for that. If I glue it, then I have to let it sit for hours, because routers and wet glue are not friends, so you gotta let it cure all the way. All right, let's get this cleaned up, and then we'll glue it all together.
Shy. Shy, good girl. Come here. Come see me, Shy. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Good job, baby girl. Yep, I think it's official, guys. That's her name.
Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. What had happened was this wood splintered, particularly in this corner and weirdly in this corner. So I had to tear out that piece of wood before all the glue had set and put in some new ones. So we're gonna have to let all this glue and set overnight, which is why we're using all these clamps. Tomorrow, it'll all be bonded together, and I can come back in and route it quickly and sand it all down. Well, because of that, I think I'm gonna call it good for today. Time to clean up.
Oh, good morning, beautiful babies. Good morning. Oh, hi, everybody. Hello. Hello. Oh, my goodness, this is a wonderful way to start the day.
Good morning, y'all. It's chilly again today, and I'm quite grateful for it, to be honest. Phoenix is experiencing a record-setting high for winter time. And here we are, nice and cool in these mountains. This morning I came in and started removing the cabinets up here, because once again, these are all just dry fit together, and I have to start gluing them, as well as I need to gain access to this area because I have an air conditioner to put in up there. Got to cut a big hole in the top of this thing. Kelsey?
Hey, you're making a lot of noise over here today.
I am. This sheet aluminum is thick, and for any of you that's never cut aluminum, it's not exactly the funnest material to cut because it doesn't, burn up as it flies into the sky. It's just these hot, melty chunks of ow. Hot, melty chunks of ow, Kelsey.
Shy, I'll lick it for you later and make it feel better.
You're right. I need to go pet a puppy.
Oh wow, everything's taken out today. That means we're getting close, y'all. That means we're getting real close.
All right, so I'm working on cutting out the square. Now this is the size of the blower or the vent on the rooftop air conditioner we're going to be installing. Now I'm using this thick plate because the roof of this thing is very stable, but in between the actual support studs, it's a bit soft, and that's where the air conditioner is going to be sitting. So we want to make sure that we distribute all the weight of the air conditioner to each stud. So I'll show you that when I hoist that giant piece of metal up here first. And in the meantime, I've also been destroying all my hard work. I have cabinets outside drying in the sun, and I moved back this one piece of ceiling because I still need to fill these up with foam and run the electrical for the air conditioner because that hole is going relatively there. We got a lot to do. Let's keep moving. So the owner came down to take a look at the trailer and asked where all their cabinets went. One of the last pieces I've ripped out of there is our headboard. Now, for several days, I've been staring at these oblong shaped holes, wondering if that's the best I can do, and that's not. I just needed somewhere to stick my big hand. So now through a lot of effort, I have made a pattern for my cutouts, and I need to turn this thing into a headboard now. It's gonna have storage behind it, obviously. All right, let's cut this thing up. Y'all, I will say I have sufficiently made a mess in here today, but that being said, I've got the shape of my headboard done, and I have a couple more inserts to put in because we have doors going over these two holes, and this is going to be a constant open port there, so we want to make sure that's walled off. But either way, we are close to the end of destruction, which means I can start putting all this stuff back in. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut that hole on the roof tomorrow. I just don't have the juice to do it today. We'll get some more done tomorrow, I promise. But for today, that's all. Good morning, everyone. Time for y'all to see the top of this thing. Now, I obviously did not add this aluminum rack. This cage back here, both of these panels flip up, and that's where you stow your hay. We're going to be mounting a big water tank here for the horses, so you can just climb up here, stick a hose pipe in it, fill it up, and then gravity dumps it out. That way they're not drinking from the living quarters water supply. Now the conundrum is we have to put that air conditioner here. Now yesterday I made the plate because there's ribs that run underneath this skin every so often, and the idea is we want to get this plate sat on both of the ribs so that the air conditioner doesn't cause any sagging in between the ribs. All right, let's draw this hole. It's about time to cut it.
Well, guys, I was trying to sneak up on him this morning, but I don't know where he's at.
Hey, Kelsey!
Oh, I think he's up there.
I knew I heard a pitter-patter of tiny feet.
Let's go find him, guys. There he is. Hello. What are you doing this morning?
Getting ready to make a lot of noise. We gotta cut all this aluminum out, Kelsey. It's gonna go great.
Time for the air conditioner.
Time for at least for the hole. I doubt we're actually putting the air conditioner on today, but yeah.
I come bearing snacks.
Oh, that will make this whole thing better. Throw it, please. Ooh, maple brown sugar. Oh, wow. So, I don't know if any of you have ever cut aluminum. I certainly have never cut any this thick, short of using a hole saw. And I have very heavy-duty hole saws to do that job. But cutting this with a grinding wheel turned out to be quite the project. I will say, this is one serious luggage rack, though. You could strap an elephant up here. Okay, now it's time to cut this hole. All right, one hole's cut. There's our trailer insulation. Now the owners of this one before I got here, they went ahead and put studs connected to this layer of metal. So these wooden strips, and then they put foam in there as well. So this trailer is actually double insulated, which is quite the commodity out here in Arizona. It can get really hot here if you didn't know. All right, now it's time to cut this one. I've got to go underneath, cut out the wood ceiling, and then cut this from down there. All right, as you can see, we got a hole now. And this is what I was trying to describe to you. So we have an outer skin of foam, an inner skin, more foam with wood stripping, and then plywood. And all of what I have done has been addition to that skin that has happened all the way around the inside of this. Okay, now we got that done, we can start putting this thing together.
Good girl. Yeah. Good come, Shy. Should I sit? Should I sit? Great sit. Great sit. Oh, wow, you're so smart. If you're doing this at 4 weeks, what are you going to be doing in 8? Hey, Shane.
Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, there's a big hole in the ceiling.
You like it? Are you impressed?
I'm very, very impressed with your big hole, Shane.
Is it time to go play with the puppy yet?
It's time to go play with that puppy anytime you want it to be, babe. She misses you. In case you guys are wondering, Shy is actually Hebrew for gift from God. Yeah. Are you a gift from God, little one? I think so. I think so.
Good morning, you wonderful people. It is a beautiful day here. And I came in this morning and got my sub-ceiling, as we're gonna call it, all permanently attached. I had to run some wiring. As you can see, I just have it spooled up here, but I had to get it tucked behind all of this. My mission today is to start working on the ceiling. It's gonna be different than I normally do ceilings, so y'all hang on. Today's gonna be fun. So I got a bit excited and didn't really record myself, measuring the ceiling, but I'm sure y'all can assume it was real fun. Now that I've done that and I've got these individual panels cut out to cover the whole ceiling, we are going to be applying an adhesive to this plywood and then attaching a leather-like material or imitation leather that's embossed with a design over all these, and that way I can bring it back in and stick it up there. So the owner of the trailer is actually doing the sealant material adhesion to those panels. So while they're doing that, I'm gonna work on these cabinets. Now these are the cabinets out of the bedroom, and I'm sure all of you's been seeing the face of this and wondering how I'm gonna make this look pretty. Well, what we're going to be doing is attaching birch panel. And that will allow us to cover up all these screw holes and any of this layering I've done to give us a nice finished look to these cabinets. All right, let's turn that into this. All right, the sun is setting on another day, and this trailer is more tore apart than it has been since I got here. But I've been able to start getting all the birch faces on these cabinets. Tomorrow, after all the glue sets, I'll route out the ports so that we actually have access to our storage facility again. This one has 2 doors on it. But for tonight, they have to dry. If you attempt to route it out before the glue is completely solidified, it'll blow apart on you. So I'm gonna get things cleaned up, and we'll get some more done tomorrow. Hopefully a lot. Coffee and a show this morning. These horses are lively. Morning, y'all. It's Friday. You know what that means. We got to get as much done as we possibly can. I'm starting out my day finishing up framing the supports for the air conditioner, and that way we can go ahead and get the ceiling put in. I can't wait to show y'all. So I'm using an adhesive to bond all of this together up there. It's not really preferred that you weld anywhere near woodworking, and well, quite frankly, we got a box full of woodworking here. So we're gonna wait on that adhesive to dry before I can put the ceiling up. Let's do some other stuff in the meantime.
Oh, good morning, Shy. Oh, hello. Good morning, sweet baby. Is it possible that those eyes are getting bluer? Oh, you're so pretty.
Oh, that's much better. Now I still gotta make some doors to cover these spots. And I'm still waiting on this adhesive to dry. It looks like I'm not gonna be able to agitate it until tomorrow. So I'm doing my best to stay busy for today. Although, I don't think I'm gonna finish it for y'all today. Let's keep moving. It's that dreaded time. It's the end. At least it's the end of this week. Obviously, I have not finished this project, so you're gonna have to come back next week to see what we do. I've started adding birch panels to the front of this plywood as well today, and I'm gonna be letting it all dry before I start routing out these doors in the hopes that it doesn't splinter. I do want to say thank you to each and every one of you that watched all the way through this week's video. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. Y'all have a lot to go back and watch, so hit that subscribe button and go check out our past videos. Also, If you're looking for some other videos or maybe still shots that don't quite make it into these, check out our Facebook and Instagram. Kelsey put some great content up there as well. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.